Okay, we're at Jasmine's on the bayou.
Jasmine's on the bayou. Yeah, it's called in Woodlawn Center right here off
Woodlawn Center. Woodlawn.
Jones Creek.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah,
Anybody
Baton Rouge.
knows, doesn't know.
We've eaten here before. Tommy,
you've eaten here before.
Yeah,
I haven't eaten here.
Evan and I have eaten here before, and Tommy and Sharon have eaten here before. Uncle Tommy and Aunt Sharon, and a few other people that I know have eaten here before.
Okay.
My wife's friend told us about it, and we weren't disappointed the first time we came on a Saturday night. Pretty nice, quaint, and cozy place.
Louisiana Saturday night?
Yeah, we were here on
Louisiana Saturday.
So I know I got a lot of food, but I got to go out, might as well make it all at one time to eat.
Yeah. Anyway, so, I watched. I didn't really watch State of the Union. I guess I was sleeping. Maybe no, you were watching something else.
Yeah.
We were watching. Yeah. I think we were listening to music.
Yeah.
We weren't.
Eva and I watched it, and then she went to watch her show. Came on at 9 o'clock, and I stayed watching it, and all to the bitter end, to where Nancy just ripped up the sheets, which is now is an offense. She shouldn't have done that.
She's an idiot, but nobody.
Protocol.
I'm telling you, nobody's going to do anything to them, her, anything.
Oh, no.
Because I'm telling you that.
Well, they're trying to censure her and all that stuff.
CIA, it's the Democrat Party is CIA controlled. So what are you going to do? Get the CIA in trouble?
Yeah. Yeah.
CIA, you're not going to do anything.
So you're trying to say that nothing or nobody, anything will ever get over the CIA as long as we live.
It's going to be a slow crawl.
Who's gonna
be a slow
guys
crawl.
out?
It's going to be a slow crawl because the CIA is nothing but an elite army. An army for all the elitists, like the trillionaire elite. It's just a private army.
Yeah.
And they hide behind the law of the United States, and they claim state secrets and stuff like that. But who gave them that power?
Yeah.
The CIA was created by, there used to be the OSS during World War II, but it was basically created and spearheaded by Prescott Bush.
Yeah.
Prescott Bush, of course, George Bush's father.
Right.
George W. Bush's grandfather.
Right.
And all that ilk, all the skull and bones people. That's what a lot of people don't understand. That's what you'll never hear on the news.
Yeah.
Because it's all controlled.
Yeah.
You got the Jewish elite media, and the CIA. They all control the whole damn kit and caboodle. They control everything and everybody.
All right. Well, he hit on some good, strong points, and he touted a lot of stuff. He never mentioned impeachment till yesterday. He had a press conference about that impeachment thing, and that's over. He's acquitted and all that stuff that goes with that. But, they're still going to try to pursue some stuff on him, and then Romney made an idiot of himself.
Romney's an idiot.
He'll never win nothing.
Romney's an idiot.
Just a billionaire.
Well, how did he get rich?
Yeah.
He had Bain Capital in the early 80s, 1984 in particular.
Yeah.
But it was Bain Capital before then, and then, Bain Capital, he left Bain Capital to start Bain Capital.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense, which it doesn't.
Yeah.
Bain Capital was laundering all the drug money through Panamanian banks. They had like a banking thing set up, and so they were laundering all the drug money for the Bushes and stuff like that through all these Panamanian banks. That's why when he ran for president in 2012, that's why I knew this ain't going nowhere. Because he was an agent of the Bushes, just like to me Obama was an agent of the Bushes.
Yeah.
Just like to me Pence, is an agent of the Bushes. And they let Trump go as far as he can.
Yeah.
But it remains to be seen whether anything happens to anybody for anything. I just don't.
What I'm trying to say.
I don't think
happen
it is.
To us normal Americans, as low guys on the totem.
You can't even run a red light.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
Without the damn traffic cameras on. My wife got a ticket the other day in the mail, the traffic camera. I said, you ain't got to pay that. I said, look where you got to send the money to. Arizona. You ain't got to pay that.
Yeah.
Watch. But she tried to, I think she paid it. You ain't got to pay that, bro. There's a big stink a while back. It was all in the paper about how they were dinging people for those things.
Yeah.
Like they said, like over half of the traffic tickets are going to be thrown out, and they're going to have to pay those people back their money.
Oh, wow. Because I got a couple in Baker before, but just basic. That's what I'm saying. Everybody else is held accountable to the law except those people. That's what I'm saying. What is Washington, D.C. if you can't do anything about the idiot Democrats doing the same thing over and over, and then just everything that's good, they don't want good.
Yeah.
They're like almost the evil empire. You stop and think about it. But you know what? One guy, Chris Matthews, I think, from MSNBC, he said that Trump's State of the Union address hit on all the strong points that people listened to that, and he practically was doing his election, re-election speeches right there. And nobody to debate against because he's got the record to show for it.
I mean, dude, you got Buttigieg. Come on.
Yeah.
Buttigieg, Pocahontas, she lies about everything.
Yeah.
Commie Sanders, I'll at least give him, he stuck to his communist principles over all these years.
Yeah.
And then you got Council on Foreign Relations back that idiot Joe Biden. The only reason he's anywhere is because he's propped up by the Council on Foreign Relations. I've said this a million times.
Look, the other day I read in the paper that a Montana congressman said that the way you get rid of socialism, it's in the Constitution. You just find them and kill them, assassinate them. And then they said, no, you're not going to get reelected. He said, why am I not going to get reelected? And they tried to petition against him and stuff like that. And said, well, see what the voters say. Just because he said that all socialists should be killed. You know what I'm saying? And he just made a blanket statement.
I'm not going to go that far, but if you understand modern leftism, then you have to understand modern leftism and all their policies and what they're all about, and distance yourself from it and run from it, and everything that they're doing, do the opposite.
Well, if you can't form an opinion, you say you got 30 people in this room right now, you can't form an opinion on what you see already, whether it be false media, whether it be true media, whether it be conservative or liberal slant. If you can't see what's been going on for the past 3 years and then realize and figure out that it was all a sham and he was finally acquitted, which they knew going in, then what do those guys stand for other than just making themselves rich?
I don't know. All right, Super Bowl halftime. I didn't watch it.
Okay.
I knew the Super Bowl halftime to me is now become, and everybody's going to jump on me, I don't care. You heard it here first. It's an elitist satanic ritual where they're basically showing you the symbols, showing you the signs, showing what they want to do. We're going to put a thing on screen. And now this creepy photo came from the Podesta emails. Now I want you to tell me the similarities between it. If everybody should know what the Podesta emails are. When John Podesta's laptop was hacked by that guy, not hacked, but when downloaded the emails, that guy who was killed, Seth Rich from the DNC. They're investigating his murder now, but that's not going to go anywhere because it's going to implicate way too many people. So anyway, you tell me this picture, what this picture looks like to you, if it's the same thing.
Yeah. Well, the thing of the halftime, I watched it, and they were saying that, it was nothing, it would just look like a burlesque show, just looked like if you'd have went down to the, I hate to say it, if you'd have went down to the bar, and, what's that?
We don't have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, if you'd have went down to the bar, you went down to a topless bar or something like that, and then just seeing what's going on, that's all it was. And then you got children watching the show, and impressionable young teens in the puberty watching the show, and you see J-Lo on a pole, and you see the other girl, Shakira, gyrating and shaking her booty and gyrating her groin area and stuff like that. And then they try to defend it that it was Miami because it was about Latino music and stuff like that, and it was a tribute to Selena and stuff like that and everything. I never saw Selena. I've seen the movie. Have you seen the Selena movie? You don't see her pole dancing to get famous and stuff like that.
And let's tribute somebody who's dead so they can't speak up for themselves. They'd be like, well, I don't agree with that.
Yeah. Well,
I don't agree with that.
J-Lo got snubbed for the Oscars because she thought she was going to get it because she was half naked the whole time in the movie that she did or whatever. She got snubbed for that. And then I think, bulldog or pit bull from Miami. He should have been the headliner of the show, being down from there. There's a lot more. The Miami Sound Machine, say with Gloria Estefan, would have been a better show. And if you were going to get that risque about it too, and all this Me Too movement and the women back and forth and putting the women in the forefront, that degraded them and put them back down. And the Me Too movement, where were all those people protesting at the crotches and TNA and all that at halftime when kids are watching a football game with their family tailgating and this and that? If you were going to do all that, why not get two live crew up there and say, I want some blank, I want some blank.
Listen, I just want to let everybody know we didn't rehearse this at all. I was going to say the same thing before you said it.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you're going to get Miami up there and represent Miami, you got to have two live crew. You got to have two live crew.
Or maybe get the U up there and
get the
do
U.
their stuff.
Where's Nevin Shapiro? Is he still in prison?
Totally.
You know?
I mean, the halftime show, because I thought it was going to be a little different. I thought they'd sing, and stuff, and then they made a thing about
the kids in cages.
Demi Lovato singing the national anthem and all that stuff.
She's a lot thicker on camera.
Yeah, and it's just totally...
Which is fine by me.
They could have put Ren and Stimpy up there, their Super Bowl time, or put the Puppy Bowl.
My thing is, it's a football game.
Yeah.
It's a football game.
Yeah.
Where's some halftime analysis? Where's some, and I know they do a couple of minutes of it, but the Super Bowl halftime is 30 minutes long.
Yeah, man.
Screw that.
Yeah, man.
Screw that.
It was totally off. Totally
I want to see some X's and O's. I want to see some breakdown of the first half and what the teams have to do coming up. I don't care about the halftime show.
To top it all off, they get all the little girls, they get all these other little kids in cages, and then they get J-Lo's daughter up there, and then she's I don't know, enough on it. It was ridiculous, stupid, senseless. It wasn't what I expected to see, and it's not a good thing, and
Coronavirus. And me, I believe it's a bioweapon. It's a man-made weapon created in a laboratory to either damage China or damage the world so they can come out with this vaccine. And now we have to vaccinate everybody for the coronavirus for your own good.
Right.
Bill Gates has said that he wants 90% of the world to be vaccinated with all the vaccines they have out there. Think about it. Who controls all the vaccines? Who makes the vaccines?
You're right. Yeah.
So has anybody ever had a bad product or food product and you got to return it to the store because it's rancid or because it's defective?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me every vaccine they ever made with these harmful chemicals they put in vaccines, they're fine?
Oh, yeah.
Who checks this? Who checks this? There's thousands of them out there. Who checks these things? Where's the quality control? They make bad drugs, bad steroids, bad oil, bad gas.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. It's another scam and a sham. I think it is. And then they had the guy from the World Health Organization, one of the main doctors here in the U.S., saying they're wearing the wrong mask. Everybody's wearing the wrong mask, and you almost look like you got to wear a painter's mask and a shield, a welding shield, and do all that stuff like that. And it's totally ridiculous. I mean,
totally ridiculous.
We did it the last show. The last show, you put it on there, the things that you're not supposed to do: cover your mouth, wash your hands, don't have sex with animals. What is the deal?
I don't know if anybody's seen the footage of them spraying these cities in China. I don't know if what they're really spraying it for. People just put stuff on the internet and run with it. I understand that, but they're spraying these cities. They look like when the mosquito abatement truck comes around. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So what else is that doing for you? It's killing
I don't understand,
stuff?
but okay, so it's killing bugs or it's killing the coronavirus in the air?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Where did the name Corona come from?
I have no idea, but all I know it's been around.
Yeah.
But now it's to where it can spread the person from person to person, kind of like the flu. It's airborne.
Quickly. They say,
Yeah.
I mean, it's contagious as all get out. They didn't do enough with the Ebola out of Africa, you know, and then I mean, they couldn't do with AIDS, and now this one is just breathing the air. I don't know. I've talked to a few people that fly a lot, that have flown, and came back with the flu. Came back with the flu. I talked to a CEO the other day, and he told me he's been in so many airports and so many airplanes the past 2 months. He had 75% diagnosed with the flu. And I mean, I talked to him on telephone, and you could tell it. The other day I talked to him when he got settled down and he wasn't flying. He got his medication. He sounded a whole lot better. I don't know. I don't know. It's a sham. It's a scam. That's what I was trying to say the other day. What is truth? Me and you sitting here eating a good meal here at Jasmine's on the Bayou. What is truth? What is this? You told me the other day, the Rothschilds, that Trump, even as pristine the job that he's doing, not pristine, he admits he's a man of many mistakes. But, you know, who's governing, who's telling him who and what, how to do it? And let me tell you the slant on Trump. I was talking to some people the other day. Well, he got acquitted, but he still did those things. He still did bad. You know?
There was never any crime.
Or
there was never any
whatever.
crime.
It was just a phone call that he made.
Yeah.
They blew it all up.
Well, no. But what about all the stuff that the Democrats are into?
Yeah.
And Joe Biden and Pelosi and all the other people with the China dealings.
Yeah.
What's going to become of that? You know, that's what I'm saying. If nothing becomes of that, then you know it was all. It was all BS.
You know, and there's no more millionaires anymore. Everybody's talking billionaires. So if I become a millionaire, I'm still going to be middle class, right? I'm not going to be a billionaire. If I'm not a billionaire, I'm going to be middle class.
Yeah, but
if I become a millionaire,
I'll tell you right now, if I had $200,000, that would change my life dramatically.
Well, yeah. Well, if I had 2,000, 20,000, yeah, I would think I was a millionaire. What are you talking about?
I know, but $200,000 would change my life dramatically. Yeah, so bring on $1 million. I could stay middle class with $1 million for sure.
Yeah,
I definitely wouldn't go into work next couple of days.
Yeah, getting back to the Super Bowl, I was glad for the coach. I was, glad for Mahomes, the youngest quarterback ever. This, that, and the other to do this and that. The Oklahoma guy did a real great job. I mean, I really don't care once they get into the business of pro football. But, I mean, San Francisco really blew it at the end.
They did.
You know, and I was pulling for San Fran just because of Jerry Rice and Joe Montana the years prior, stuff like that. I've been a San Fran West Coast fan for a lot of stuff. But, I mean, it was a good thing. I was glad, and like I say, Kansas City came back and did what they did. It was a great football game. As far as the ads and commercials, I didn't see anyone. Most of them were ridiculous, but to me. But I didn't see anyone that I had to get out of my chair the next day I was going to go buy a product. I think they overkilled some of them, this, that, and if that's what it comes to sit there and watch the Super Bowl ads and to critique it or rate them and good or bad, whatever, well, that's my 2 seconds worth. But I mean, bottom line is, I never did like the commercials. And who won the Puppy Bowl? I never.
The pups, I believe.
The pups.
I don't know. I missed it.
It was the pups versus the cats.
I had to do a bunch of stuff that day.
Yeah.
Well,
they had cats in
I
them.
wanted to plug a couple of things I've been watching. I'll put the links down below. I watched Valuetainment interview with Robert Kiyosaki. He's the guy that wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he's got a couple of more books out. Fake. Who Stole My Pension, stuff like that. He interviews him for about 45 minutes, and when he talks, I listen because the dude's a millionaire, three times over, and he's not in the stock market. He owns real estate, he owns gold. He's sold 42 million books or whatever, but when he talks, it's like I try to listen and you try to learn from stuff like that. So we're going to leave a couple of links below. Maybe you can watch it. I definitely want to order his book, Fake.
Yeah.
It's about how the dollars is fake, fake assets, fake teachers, fake, they're not, they don't teach kids about money in school.
Yeah, it is.
They don't teach kids about money in school.
Right.
Why don't they? Because they don't want them to know about money in school. They don't want them to be educated. They want to control their money, and then they want to steal it from them.
Okay.
So just, hey, invest your money into this. But the market could go down, and then Wall Street's going to run off with all your money.
Yeah.
And the dollar is fake anyway. Say if you'd have bought, he makes a thing. If you'd have bought a gold coin for $50 in 1972, 73, it'd be worth $2,000 today.
Yeah.
Just imagine if you'd have bought 100 gold coins.
Oh yeah.
You'd have a lot of money.
Yeah.
You'd have $200,000 off of a $5,000 investment. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And that's something you can leave to your children, something you can leave.
I know it.
Real estate. As long as we still have property rights in the United States, real estate will be a huge deal.
Let's hope so. I mean, I like the campaign promise that Trump was saying he's going to put prayer back in school. It's going to be prayer back in school.
Yeah, well,
either going to sit or walk out or whatever, and the ACLU and the Muslims and everybody else are going to go against it.
They took prayer out of schools and they let the devil in. So
Yeah.
That's what I'll always say.
That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, all right, we're coming up on time, Joe. You got anything left?
Yeah, I just I had some fresh things, some shout outs to Heath Mendoza, that Jarhead Marine. He's coming in for a leave from Okinawa. And then Kane Taylor, saw some artwork of his, looks real good. Hope him the best. I don't think he's done anything better than with the weather by moving down to Kansas City, because the other day it was 21 degrees out there. But then, I'd like to shout out to Gabe. Said he really liked the format of the new show, and I've been telling him that Westbrook was about the best point guard, power forward they got out there. He put 41 on the fantabulous Lakers last night. Gabe, what do you think about that? And other than that, just peace and goodwill and prosperity, and we're rolling, man. Trump said the right thing. We're headed in the right direction. Why would somebody want to knock it? Everything's bad, and then the people have disrespected the State of the Union or the Congress that have their own agenda and this and that and stuff like that, and don't want to do good for America. I have nothing to do with them. I have nothing to do with them. Say right. I will not vote for them. I'm going to vote American, and I'm going to do what's going to be the best prosperity for my grandchildren and children after. But that's what I got in. We're going to get to this food here pretty soon.
Watch a couple of the links that were put below. Probably just put one or two of them. Big shout out to Aaron. He watches us religiously. Thank you very much. Take care of the kids. Anybody else that has watched us over the last couple of months, and we're going to try to kick this thing off. Really do some different things. Like today, we're at a restaurant. So just stay posted.
Okay. Little ones, drink all your milk. Say your prayers. Peace to everybody.
See y'all later.